I was so hopeless that I sat there and I said, I want to be clean, and I've wanted to be clean for so many years, but I can't get clean no matter what I try. I tried calling the military. I called every branch of the military. I called the National Guard. I called everything that I could do to try to get myself out of my where I was, to try to get some reprieve from this addiction, right? Well, if I go to boot camp, then I'm going to be gone and I can't use.
Right.
And none of them would take me because I had my felonies, right? And they're like, we can get by 1, but we can't get by 3. And so I'm like, okay, well, screw it. And, luckily early on when I was growing up, my grandparents knew that my parents struggled with addiction. And so they sent me to my aunt and uncles in North Carolina, and my aunt and uncle were missionaries and believers. And so I was around the Bible. I went to church every summer. They took me out of my surrounding and put me into this place of semi-healthiness, I guess, that you could say. And I remember when I was 5 or 6, they did an altar call, and I just stood up and I walked to the front, and I wanted to accept the Lord Jesus. And I think that at that time that was a seed that was planted by the Lord that protected me through everything else throughout my life, and hence why I'm able to sit here today. So I finally said, I can't do it anymore. I can't get clean. I'm tired of hurting the people that I love. And so I don't have enough, I don't think you could call it courage. Maybe I don't have enough stupidity to commit suicide or hang myself, or not suicide. It was hang myself or shoot myself. And so I said, well, I'll just fall asleep and never wake up by overdosing. Wow. And so I did a bunch of heroin. Wow. And now I'm laying on the floor and I'm staring at the ceiling, and I can feel the tears running down my face. And I'm like, well, shoot, I don't want to die now. But it's too late. I've already taken all the drugs. And I ended up waking up the next morning. And I did enough. I grew up in drugs. I knew exactly how much I needed to take to never wake up again. And so only by the grace of God, that was my spiritual awakening.